All right, gang, welcome back to our Vintage Survival here on Szpakowo. We have a lot to do today. It is September. We drilled a lot of fields in the last episode. Way too many fields, honestly, if I'm honest with you. But that's a good thing at the same time. And due to that, we've got a lot of spraying that has to be done today. We are going to have to buy more herbicide. There is no way we're going to have enough. Just simply put, we're not going to have enough. So we are going to have to buy some more. But that's a good thing that we have $46,000 in the bank. We also have quite a few more wood beams that have spawned over there, so we will be selling those today. As you recall in the last episode, I'm sure. Technically, the best time to sell those wood beams is today in September, which I actually, for some reason, had thought it was November and December. But it turns out it's September, so we'll be able to produce a little bit more money there. Maybe either this episode or the next we'll finally accomplish what I kind of wanted to do in the last episode, which was extend or expand, I guess, our chicken coop production with kind of a new area, a new pen for them, right? So hopefully that'll happen. Whoa, that did not go well. Hopefully that will happen. If it's not today, hopefully it'll happen soon. All right, I think that's probably going to be the extent of what I'm going to be able to get here on this field. Now we've got some issues here. Oh, boy. Now I've done it. Now I've done it. Let's have to see if I can maneuver this thing a little bit more here after I fold it up. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Things are relatively good here, except for this issue, this conundrum I've put myself in here. There we go. There we go. I was going to say, I think I got it, but there we go. All right, we're going to unfold this thing, and we'll get the rest of this field done. Now, just to kind of give you a ballpark of the things we have to do. So this field has to be sprayed. This field has to be sprayed. The worker is or was still working on plowing this field up for us. This field has to be sprayed. This field has to be sprayed. This field has to be sprayed. And this field has to be sprayed. It's quite a lot, if I'm honest with you. It's quite a lot of spraying to do today. So it's a big-time spraying day. We also need to do the second application of fertilizer on all those fields as well. Well, most of those fields at least as well. So busy day for sure. No other fields to harvest today, so that's a good thing, I guess, right? That's one less thing we have to do. But yeah, that's really the focus, is to get all these fields sprayed, get them all fertilized, and either this episode or the next put down the new pen for our chicken coop, which, as I've mentioned, is going to be over here in the new yard extension area. Kind of where some of the sheds were before. I'm planning on putting it up there, I think. As long as it all fits and works out as I'm hoping. We kind of looked at it a couple episodes ago and weren't 100% positive it was going to work exactly how we wanted it to, but we'll figure it out as we move along, right? As long as it fits in there, I'm going to be pretty happy with it. I probably won't do any kind of expansion to it, more than likely. I'll probably just leave it, base, just because that is going to be significantly more chickens than what we are having right now, right? What we have right now is not very many to begin with. It's a very, very small chicken coop. Now, that chicken coop we currently have, I think there's still some food in there for the chickens, so we probably will not be removing those chickens or selling those chickens, I guess I should say, in that pen until they run out of food. I might as well, get the most bang for my buck, if you will. All right, this little section here. And I think there's a tiny little section down here to hit, and then we are good on this field. Okay, perfect. There is a little bit here against the edge of this pole here. I'm actually not even going to worry about it. It's not going to make that big of a difference, so I'm not even going to focus on it. So let's fold this up. Now, another thing to think about, which I just kind of figured this out today for whatever reason, I could potentially buy this land here and get rid of this house, get rid of this, and then get rid of this barn, and that would have easy access to get over here. Much easier than what we've been having to do. So if we have a big piece of equipment, for example, we've had to drive it all the way over here, through this, diagonally across there, and hope we don't hit any of the fences, right? That would be a much easier path for us to get to. We could maybe do something with this area too, potentially. But I'm kind of tempted to do that. Now, we don't have enough money for it, and we're not going to have enough money for it anytime soon. It's $141,000. But that is at least something to think about for us to build towards, right? If we're able to buy that and get rid of all of that stuff, we'll get some of that money back, maybe even more, as we've seen in the past. I've bought pieces of land and then sold the building on it, and the building was worth more than the land was. So who knows? But either way, that's still a lot of money. $142,000 is a lot of money, right? So just to make ourselves a bit of a shortcut to get over to our fields over here. But we'll see, right? We'll see how things go. The worker is still at it over there, as you can tell. Now, this field's not going to entirely need to be sprayed. Only a part of it is, and that's because we expanded it. That's okay. I'm just going to continue to try to work closer and closer to the shop, and then, you know, once we get close enough to the shop or we run out, we'll just go get some more herbicide at that point. But we might as well hit the fields that are further away first, and then kind of work our way that way. So then when we run out, we don't have to go as far. If that makes sense. I'm sure it does. So there's still quite a lot left to do there, if I'm honest, on that field. And the worker seems to be having a bit of an issue there. So more than likely, I'm probably going to have to take over for that worker. But for the time being, I think it'll be okay to let the worker continue doing it. We don't really have enough time to do everything we need to do today anyway, right? So if I'm able to have the worker do a little bit for me, even if it's at a slower pace and costs me more money, I'm actually okay with it. Money's not that big of a deal. The only thing really money-wise that's kind of restricting us is the two things we just talked about, right? The potential expansion to remove the shed and have an easier access to our fields over here, and then the chicken coop. That's really the only two major things we have to buy right now. Obviously, we certainly want to continue to try to continue our progress here, I guess I should say, of doing upgrades, right? We've got some upgrades and things we've been wanting to do as far as equipment and things like that go, but they're lower priority for sure. Nothing in the used market. I mean, that slurry thing is pretty nice, but doesn't fit the time period, so we won't be doing that one. But yeah, we've got quite a few more fields here. I can't talk straight. Quite a few more fields here to get sprayed, so we're going to get to work on doing all of that, and then we will see. Oops. Doesn't think I'm close enough to the field yet to turn on the herbicide, I guess. And we will see. We'll see where we get to, and then what we have left to do. Let's get to work. So once again, the workers have failed us a bit. It was stuck in a tree, so I wasted all kinds of money paying that worker for him just to hang out in a tree, but that's all right. We need to go get some more fertilizer anyway. I forgot I was able to actually figure out how much those buildings are worth just by clicking on them. I don't actually have to own the building, own the land, excuse me, to be able to figure out what the building is worth. So it's not the amount that the actual field costs. It's actually significantly less, but it would get about 40-ish% of the money back. So that's not bad. That's not bad, right? Makes it a little bit more reasonable. Now, I don't understand why the worker was having such a problem with this field. I guess we got it a little bit too close down here, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why he was across the way, not even anywhere near where we were. I don't know why he was turning that way to begin with. He was over there. So maybe he just got lost and kept going that way, and I don't know. But either way, I guess we'll take over for doing the work here for the worker, which is going to kind of impede the other plans I had. It was a long time lapse, but we got every field herbicide sprayed, and then every field fertilized as well. So really, really good progress there. Now, I had started to bring over the MF and to get the bale, the one lone straw bale that's been sitting in that field over there, because really we probably want to drill that today. But now I have to take over for this for a little while. Now, I'm probably going to attempt to put it back on a worker again for a brief moment. And, when I moved the plow out of the way, I thought they had pretty much finished most of the field except for a couple small little spots. I missed, there's like 2 or 3 quite large spots really that we probably should have just touched up really quick before we came back, but that's all right. It means this field's going to have a little bit of area that is probably going to require some herbicide, but that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know if I asked you how's everyone doing today. Hopefully you're all doing well. I don't think I asked you that, but yeah, things are good, man. Things are good. I'm going to hit this a little bit more here, and then I'm going to probably go down to the other end there and try to do a little bit more of a headland pass here, and then I'm going to try to put it back on a worker again and see what happens. Since the worker was, I think, at least, starting with the up and downs and not the headland pass, it might still run into the same issue again, but I'm going to hope that what I did helps prevent that from happening. But I guess we'll find out, right? I guess we'll find out. Now, once we get that straw bale up, what I would like to do next is load up another trailer full of the pallets of wood beams, go sell those. Then we may probably sell at least a load of silage, I think. Reason for that being mostly because we're probably going to need it to be able to put down the new chicken pen or chicken coop or whatever you want to call it. But if we don't, then I might hold off on selling the silage. But I bet we're going to have to. I bet we're going to be just short of the amount we need. And that's, not even buying any chickens to go in it, right? That's just the amount needed to place it down. I think we're going to be literally just short. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just my suspect. My suspect. That's just what I suspect is going to be the case. But let's hope I'm not correct in this instance. All right, so let's try to put this back on a worker here. We'll see what happens. All right, let the worker do the thing. Jump back in the MF here. And I'll go pick up that straw bale, and I'll meet you back at the yard. All right, we're going to drop the straw off here. And then it's time for us to load up the trailer with some more wood beams. All right, so we'll move this over here. As a matter of fact, I should probably take a look at the mill and see how it's doing. Is it maxed out? I think it's maxed out again. This thing really needs more space, man. It really, really does. It is maxed out. Canola oil is maxed out too. Holy smokes, man. I'm tempted just to put those on auto selling, if I'm honest with you. I'm really tempted to do it. Not normally something I would do. I said I didn't really want to do that, but I think we're at a stage now where it almost is worth doing. Although, I mean, you're not making a whole lot of money if we do that, though. That's a pretty severe drop-off in price there. Okay, so, you know what? We're going to use the Ford for this. If I can hook it up. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't think I can hook it up, can I? I don't think I can. This is a pin. I don't think I can. Oh, maybe. Maybe I can. Maybe I can on this one. I think I can on this one. I don't think I can on the other one. No, we did use the other one too, didn't we? We did. Never mind. I stand corrected. Never mind. Nope. I did not want to go back in the Ford. Please go into the MF. Thank you. Kind of stacking these up a different angle than I normally do. I normally have the trailer facing the other way. Not that that's a huge difference, but just used to it the other way. So it looks like we have slightly more this time than we did last time, but only by one pallet. So nothing crazy, but last time we had like $30-something thousand, almost $40,000 I think we got out of this, so... I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in there. Nope. Material's missing. Eventually, we'll be putting a lot more wood in there once these winter months hit. We're almost there. We're pretty much in the fall right now, but when the winter months get here, we will, for sure, be putting a lot more wood in there. We've got a lot of wood to get rid of. A lot of trees to get rid of, I guess I should say. Alright. Let's go sell this and hope, fingers crossed, that we have enough money to afford the new chicken coop. I also had hooked up the John Deere there to the plow because I'm tempted, and I think I'm going to, head on over there where that bale was that we just moved off that field and have the worker plow up that field for us. I'm tempted to do that too. Although at this point, I mean, we might as well just probably drill it when the worker's done, right? I think we still have one more month, though, we can do... yeah, we do have one more month for barley and for wheat. So perhaps we wait and do that in the next month, because we are going to have limited things to do next month, I think. Well, we have the soybean field, I guess we'll be ready to harvest. So maybe not. But it'll still be a little bit lighter, probably, than normal. Or at least than the last few episodes, I guess is what I should say. Okay, 36,596. That's kind of what I expected. I'm pretty sure what we need to put down is like 86,000, I think. It's around that amount if it's not 86,000. So that's definitely going to require that we sell another load of silage, I think. And I don't know. I'm tempted to put the silage and the straw on auto selling too. There's just I'm getting tempted to do all of that now because we have so much going on. Nah, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I stand corrected, game. We might be okay. It's 79,000. I think we're gonna be okay, so long as I don't increase it anymore. Which, why would I need to? There's 360 chickens that can store in this. There's no reason for me to expand that any more than that. That is plenty. That's absolutely plenty. I think if I put it. I think if I set it somewhere here, I think this would be good, because I could still park stuff up against the edge of this, if that makes any sense. What is it overlapping there? I don't understand what it would be overlapping right there. I guess it's that pole. I don't know what else it would be besides that, right? it is going to make some changes to the ground here a bit. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. I don't necessarily know if it's in the way or not, but I'm going to move it. I'm going to act like it is in the way. I'm going to move it out of the way a little bit. Nothing crazy, just slightly out of the way from where it was. We still need to get some stuff for the semi that we paid money for. We haven't done anything with that yet. Okay. Did go flip over to the worker there. It looks like the worker was doing okay. They weren't having any major issues that time, so that's a good thing. That was not what I was expecting, right? Yeah, we probably should put it here. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put the harvester at, but I think we already had the 2 drills down there anyway, so I think it does make sense to stick it right here. It'll be easier for me to turn around with most of the time, too. Okay, so we move this trailer out of the way. I still think it's probably going to be that telephone pole, but or whatever it is. But let's just get everything out of the way to be safe and make sure that that is actually what is in the way, and make sure it's not thinking it's anything else. Okay, it is. That's 100% what it's interacting with. I was kind of hoping to put it like here, but I mean I could do it with the toggle free mode on, but I think it's going to sink in the ground a little bit. I think it's going to do some land manipulation here on us, which is fine. Okay, so let's see if I can soften this up a little bit, because that might have been a little bit too close, if I'm honest there, to the road. I don't really want the road to not look like a road. I don't know what I just said there probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense to most of you, but if you do a whole lot of manipulation, sometimes the road will like go away. There'll be like a partial like circle missing or something. So I think I'm gonna have to put it a little bit closer to the crop field than I expected, but that's okay. It'll just be one harvest, and then we can, you know, touch that up by removing a little bit more of that area, right? No customization, plant meadowgrass, yes. All right, so how does this work? If I smooth this out, how's it going to look? We don't have a whole lot of money to play with here, as you can see. We're going to probably run out of money because we're paying the worker to do stuff, but yeah, there's a bit of a dent right there, and I think it's because of the silo here. But I don't think it's terrible. I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so let's jump into the harvester here. We'll go drop the sorghum off in there. And then we can put this away. I'm gonna unload on the fly here, if it lets me do it. Evidently, we had a branch stuck underneath there somehow. Easy, Alfred. Easy, buddy. Blaring the horn. Now, hopefully it'll hold all that. I would assume it holds even more than what I'm actually putting in there. Yeah, you can definitely notice that little bit of a dent there, but it's not terrible. It's not outrageous. Yeah, it'll hold it easily. Easily hold it. Okay, good. So we can go put this away. Now, I'm not going to put any chickens in there today, just based solely on the fact of, well, as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of money, right? We are very low on money, if I'm honest with you. I don't know why I backed that in there. I should have left it out knowing I was going to have to... Knowing I was going to have to put the harvester away. I should have knew. I knew better than to do that, but anyway, we did it anyway. John Deere needs a bath. It's pretty dirty, as you can see. All right, let's put this away. Perfect. Get this to back up into here. After I fold that up, it should be able to fit snugly, like a glove. And we'll jump on the John Deere and back this sucker up. And then we'll go see how our worker's doing. I haven't seen the money drop, so it might have popped up and I missed it. That, you know, it's done. The worker's done with the drilling. They are not done. And they are doing some weird things here. So we're just going to take over for the worker and try to clean up what's remaining here. And I'm going to hold off, actually, on that field down there on drilling it. I think we'll drill that in the next episode. Let me see how things are looking down here. The worker did okay. I mean, we did a little bit of this down in the corner, but overall, the worker did okay. Besides getting stuck down there into that tree. Otherwise, the worker did fine, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, well, we're going to leave the episode at that point, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you considered smashing the like and the subscribe button for me in case you have yet to do so. Both those things help me out an absolute ton, more than you can possibly imagine. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm happy to get back to you on those. Want to do a special thank you to all of my members. Cannot thank you guys enough. You guys so continue to support me, and I really, really do appreciate it very much so. If you want to become a member, there's a link down below in the description. You get early access to videos like this one, among numerous other perks, like a members-only series. If you want to, and you're interested, I do have a Discord, which is completely free for you to join, and you can share your progress on that Discord. Whether that's... You know, you want to share your live stream, or you want to share a video that you made on YouTube, or just images in general, whatever it is, or just have a discussion. My Discord is down below. I do also have a second channel where I will share other videos that are not Farming Simulator related or simulation related in general. So if you're interested in any of that, it's all down there as well. But thanks again for watching. Thanks so much for your continued support. It means the world, man. I cannot thank you guys enough. And yeah, our chicken coop's down, and we'll look to possibly put some chickens in the next episode. Thanks for watching.